নমস্কাৰ বন্ধু বান্ধৱীসকল, পুনৰবাৰ আন এটা ভিডিঅ'লৈ আপোনাক সকলোকে স্বাগতম জনালোঁ। আজি আমি কথা পাতিম কিছুমান কাৰেণ্ট এফেয়াৰ্ছৰ ওপৰত, যিটো গ্ৰেড 3 এক্সামৰ বাবে একেবাৰে ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট। আহক ভিডিঅ'টো আৰম্ভ কৰোঁ। ৰিচেণ্টলি হু হেজ বিকাম দ্য ফাৰ্ষ্ট কাণ্ট্ৰি টু এপ্ৰুভ অমিক্ৰন ভেকচিন, আৰু ইয়াৰ উত্তৰ হৈছে UK। ৰিচেণ্টলি হুইচ এয়াৰপৰ্ট হেজ এনাউন্স দ্য লঞ্চ অফ ডিজি যাত্ৰা, ইয়াৰ উত্তৰ হৈছে ৰাজীৱ গান্ধী ইণ্টাৰনেশ্যনেল এয়াৰপৰ্ট। উইলিয়াম ৰুটছ হেজ বিন এপইণ্টেড এজ দ্য প্ৰেচিডেণ্ট অফ হুইচ কাণ্ট্ৰি, উত্তৰ আছে কেনিয়া। হুৱেৰ উইল দ্য চুলতান আজলান শ্বাহ কাপ বি অৰ্গেনাইজড ইন দ্য ইয়াৰ 2022, ইয়াৰ উত্তৰ আছে মালয়েছিয়া। ৰিচেণ্টলি দ্য হাউচ অফ হুইচ ইণ্ডিয়ান ফ্ৰীডম ফাইটাৰ হেজ বিন গিভেন দ্য ব্লু ফ্লেগ অনাৰ ইন লণ্ডন, উত্তৰ হৈছে দাদাভাই নৌৰাজী। ৰিচেণ্টলি হু হেজ এপইণ্ট এজ দ্য ক্লাইমেট চেঞ্জ চিফ অফ ইউনাইটেড নেশ্যন, চিমৰান ষ্টেল। Recently, FIFA has suspended the Football Association of the which country? India. Recently, where India's first 3D printed human cornea has been developed? Uttor ase Hyderabad. In the Independence Day speech, the Prime Minister has set the target of making India a development nation. Yar uttor ase 2047. Where will the 9th India-Thailand Joint Commission meeting be held? Yar uttor ase Bangkok. Which scheme has been launched by the Chief Minister of Sikkim on Independence Day? Uttor ase Amar Yojana Vatsalya Yojana. Who has launched drone-based the healthcare network the medicine from the sky? Yar uttor ase Arunachal Pradesh. Recently, where the military exercise Vostok 2022 has been organized between India and China? Uttor ase Russia. Recently, who has started Make in India #1 mission? Arvind Kejriwal. Recently, what percentage of reservation has been announced by the Karnataka state government to the player? 2%. Recently, which system has been handed over to the Indian Army by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh? Nipun F. Insas. Recently, all-rounder Kevin O'Brien retired from international cricket. He is a player from which country? Ireland. Recently, who has been appointed as the brand ambassador of MasterCard? Lexation. Recently, which state government has announced a 3% increase in the darkness allowance payable? Maharashtra. Recently, former secretary of which organization Amitabh Chaudhary has passed away? BCCI. Recently, which state has passed the Freedom of Religious Bill 2022? Himachal Pradesh. Which of the following bank will manage the Indian Visa Application Center IVAC in Bangladesh? SBI. When will the first edition of Women IPL be held? March 2023. Recently, IMD, Japan and UNDP have chosen how many states UTs to accurate climate action? 10. Recently, who has addressed the Youth Dialogue India 2047 in New Delhi? Narendra Modi, Dharmendra Pradhan, Anurag Thakur. Recently, which state has implemented the expansion of Panchayat right in scheduled areas? Chhattisgarh. Recently, which of the following day has been celebrated on 12th August? World Sanskrit Day. Recently, who has named the variants of monkeypox virus? Clades 1, Clades 2A, Clades 2B. Recently, which union minister has unveiled India's first saline water latrine? Rasini Jitendra Singh. Recently, who has been appointed as the director of operation of Power Grid? R.K. Tyagi. Recently, when World Organ Donation Day has been celebrated? 13 August. Recently, which minister has launched Smile 75 initiative? Ministry of Social Justice. According to the United Nations report, what is the position of India in digital currency ownership? 7th. Recently, who among the following has been awarded the highest civilian honor of France? Sakshi Tharoor. Recently, who has been appointed by the United Nations as the head of mission and chief observer of the United Nations Military Observer Group in India and Pakistan? Guillermo Babilo Rios. Where is the Agenistic Web 3.0 conference organization recently? Goa. Recently, who has become the first South Asian to win the Lisbon Achievement Award? Marina Tabasum. Recently, Tamara Walcott has broken the Genius powerlifting world record by lifting how many kilograms? 737.5 kilogram. Recently, how many wetlands have been included in the list of Indian Ramsar site? Yet answer above 11. Recently, how many police personnel have been awarded police medal for the year 2022? और यार उत्तर है 1082 Recently, who has been appointed as non-official director of RBI? यार उत्तर है Satish K. Marathe. Recently, whose tenure as MD of Airtel has been extended for 5 years? Gopal Vittal. Which state government has launched Lucky Bill app to check GST evasion? ইয়ার উত্তর আছে কেরালা. Recently, when Partition Vibhishika Memorial Day has been celebrated? ইয়ার উত্তর আছে 14 August. Recently, which state has tied up with NIOT for beach safety? ইয়ার উত্তর আছে উড়িষ্যা. Recently, India has handed over the Dornier maritime surveillance aircraft to the Navy of which country? Your उत्तर है Sri Lanka. Recently, how many new judges have been appointed in Punjab and Haryana High Court by the government? और your उत्तर है 11. The central government has issued 75 Independence Anniversary Medal for उत्तर है Indian Force. Recently, when International Youth Day has been celebrated? और your उत्तर है 12 August. Recently, who among the following has launched a new virtual space museum SPARK? यार उत्तर है ISRO. Which country has won the gold medal in the open selection of the 44th Chess Olympiad? और यार उत्तर है उज्बेकिस्तान. Who has been become the first cricketer in the world to play T20 match? Karan Pollard. Recently, who has won the UEFA Super Cup 2022? Real Madrid. Recently, who has been made the brand ambassador of Uttarakhand? उत्तर से ऋषभ पंत. Recently, Singapore Padang became the 75th national monument of the country. Is related to which Indian leader? उत्तर से Subhash Chandra Bose. Where will the first U16 Games India Women Hockey League be organized? यार उत्तर से New Delhi. The World Peace Commission was proposed by the Mexican president. Who will chair it? Pope Francis. Narendra Modi. 33. Recently, which company chairman Amit Burman has resigned? उत्तर से Dabur. Recently, who has been sworn in as the Chief Minister of Bihar? उत्तर से Nitish Kumar. Recently, to improve the economic condition of which state Parvas scheme has been started? उत्तर से Jammu and Kashmir. Recently, which union minister has released a book titled Risky Skies and Golden Winds? उत्तर से Dr. Jitendra Singh. Recently, who has been appointed as the 49th Chief Justice of country? उत्तर से Uday Umesh Lalit. Recently, who has introduced Electricity Amendment Bill 2022 in Lok Sabha? उत्तर से R.K. Singh. Where has recently started Jharkhand Tribal Festival 2022? उत्तर से Ranchi. Recently, which army has started a program called him Drone Eden? उत्तर से Army. Recently, which bank has become the first bank to list payment gateway on the new tax platform? और यार उत्तर से Federal Bank. The spiritual leader Dalai Lama has been honored with the highest civilian honor of which Ladakh? उत्तर से Tibet. Which medal has Bhavani Devi won the Commonwealth Fencing Championship? उत्तर से gold. Which state chief minister has resigned in August 2022? उत्तर से Bihar. When is the World Tribal Day celebrated? उत्तर से 9 August. In which state will the 12th edition of Defense Expo be organized in the year 2022? यार उत्तर से Gujarat. Recently, who has become the first woman Director General of CSIR? Uttar ase Nalathambi Kalaiselvi. Recently, who has the title of Miss India USA 2022? আৰু ইয়াৰ উত্তৰ হৈছে Arya Wilvaker. Recently, the Chief Minister of which state has announced to implement 100% NEP in higher education? Uttar ase Goa. How many medals India has won the recently held Commonwealth Games? 61. Which has been become the first major tech company to join the Open Network for Digital Commerce? Uttar ase Microsoft. Where has recently been organized joint exercise Bajra Prahar 2022 between India and America? Uttar ase Himachal Pradesh. Who has been appointed as the new CFO of Power Grid Corporation? Uttar ase Pramod Kumar. Which of the following day has been celebrated recently on 9th August? Uttar ase World Photography Day, World Humanitarian Day. Where has the country's first double-decker AC electric bus been launched recently? Mumbai. Recently, which bank has launched anti-campaign to promote safe banking practice? HDFC Bank. Recently, Mandela district of the which state has become the first functionally literate tribal district of the country? Madhya Pradesh. Which medal has been won by Rahul Jakar in the recently held WSPS 2022? Yar uttor ase gold. Recently, Paytm has tied up with which company to install POS equipment? Uttor ase Samsung. Recently, which minister has launched Aqua Bazaar app? Purushottam Rupala. Which state has become the first state in India to get Har Ghar Jal certification? Aru yar uttor ase Goa. Recently, for how many months the tenure of CGI chief BG Somani has been extended by the government? Uttar ase 3 months. Recently, which country has become the first to provide period product for free? Here uttar ase Scotland. Which of the following day is celebrated on 10th August? World Biofuel Day, World Lion Day. Recently, who among the following has launched Radio Zygos? আৰু ইয়াৰ উত্তৰ আছে আদিত্যনাথ যোগী. Recently, which tennis player has announced retirement? উত্তৰ আছে Serena Williams. Recently, who has been named ICC Player of the Month of July? Prabhat Jayasriya, Emma Lev. Recently, James Marip has become the Prime Minister of which country again? Papua New Guinea. আজিলৈ ইমানেই. যদি ভিডিঅ'টো ভাল লাগিল তেতিয়াহ'লে লাইক কৰিব, শ্বেয়াৰ কৰিব আৰু ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি ঘণ্টা বটনটো টিপি দিব। থেংক ইউ।